Hey, this is Westside Guy here. Today we're going to be playing Euro Truck Simulator 2 and we are going to be doing the Glasgow to Calais run. Now it's quite a long run. This is the map. The orange bit indicates the route that you're going to be travelling or the route that would be quickest to travel in. And as you see, you head down south, a little bit to the east, head to Calais, Manchester, London, and get the ferry, at Calais. Today we're going to film between Glasgow and Manchester, then we'll have a rest, then in the next part we'll film the other half of the journey. As it will be quite a long video if I was to film all this in one go, but yeah, we're going to be driving down to Manchester for this part. The game itself, you drive trucks around, basically drive trucks to real life cities around Europe. You can go to quite a big variety of places. The yellow bits are the bits that I've already explored, so I have played quite a lot of this game before filming this, yes. And you have real life landmarks in this game that you'd see in real life, and also the routes are pretty much the same as what you travel in real life, except in the game the roads are actually shorter and not as long as they are in real life, or this game would take forever. But you'll see as the video progresses. This is us in Glasgow. We're in Glasgow. You may recognise some of the landmarks and buildings that you may have seen in real life, so it's pretty cool. Back. There was quite a lot of traffic chaos back there, so it would have taken forever to get here on video, so I just cut it out. So yeah, we're on the road outside Glasgow. Right. Soon we'll be approaching the motorway, then we'll take the M74. And that will take us straight down to Calais, then we go on straight down to Manchester. Your speed limit is normally 60 miles an hour, but occasionally you'll come across a few speed cameras and you'll need to slow down to 50 miles an hour, sometimes maybe lower, but you won't see any of that in this route. For the U-turn, or near enough a U-turn. Okay, it's more like a K-turn. So, what do you do in this game? You drive trucks around to UK cities and European cities too. The more money you earn, the more upgrades you can do to your own truck. You can buy your own truck, make your own base, upgrade your base, and own as many trucks as you like. You can employ people, boss them around. There's quite a lot of things you can do in this game. I haven't really explored that field yet. So far I've just been doing jobs and driving trucks that other employees provide. So yeah, that's us on the motorway to Calais, but we don't stop at Calais, we go straight down to Manchester. Then in the next part we'll continue that journey and we'll go straight down to Calais in the north of France. The motorway looks very similar as it would do in real life, only except it's shorter, cutting your travel time, but in the game time the time is faster than it is in real life, so it all works to be accurate. Also, if you hit a car, you usually get a £400 fine. Currently my currency is in euros, so probably be about €500. I think that's about right. Right, let's take a look at the map. Where are we? We're halfway between Glasgow and Calais. We're in the middle of the moorway. Realistically speaking, we should be at Lanarkshire. Like, right. We're coming across speed cameras, but that is okay because the speed limit here is 60 miles an hour and I'm only going 53 miles an hour, so I'm okay. But occasionally you would be required to slow down at 50 mile an hour or lower, or if you drive above 50 mile an hour when it tells you to slow down, as you go over that you get fined about 400 quid, maybe 500 quid. Quite a ridiculously a lot of money. Also, where the map is, the GPS, there's a meter. I don't know if you can see it in this low quality, but there's a meter indicating how much petrol you have. Currently I have half the petrol I need, so I should make it to Manchester before I run out of petrol. And also next to that I have a sleeping meter where it will fill up in blue if I get too sleepy. Currently it's in grey, so that means I'm not sleepy at all because I just woke up really, or started this leg of the journey. Yes, so controlling the game, it's pretty simple. If you played Grand Theft Auto and drove a car in that game, it's very likely you could just do the same here. Driving is very easy and it doesn't take much effort at all. Also explore in different camera angles, like first person mode where you're actually in the driver, but I prefer it in this mode because you can actually see what's coming behind you, what's coming next to you. And normally you drive in this mode, but you got other modes. You also got this overhead mode, which I can't actually view at the moment somehow. Sometimes you could view from directly above you, kind of like one of those 8-bit games where you're driving a car and you're just above everything, you can see everything around you and you just go up or down or left or right. Anyway. Also, if you crash into any walls or any rails or metal bits or other cars, vehicles, your truck will take damage, and then at the end of the job you'll get a damage penalty, and you lose a bit of money if you crash too many times, so it's best to avoid that. You don't lose too much, you still earn a lot of money at the end, but it's best not to crash, So the Glasgow young team is already rolling into Calais. That's pretty much half the way there to Manchester. 1/4 of the way there to Calais. Yeah, I think this will go good. Currently it's 10 past 10 in the morning, and then depending where you are, the sun's... I hate it when that happens. You get surrounded by other vehicles trapping you, so you need to slow down. But that's not a worry, because I have to slow down anyway because there's speed cameras. And I'm now restricted at 50 mph instead of 60 mph. So maybe it wasn't such a bad idea to slow down after all. Okay, in the map, we're just by Carlisle, east of Carlisle, and we're going to head further south straight to Manchester. We'll stop at this petrol station and that's where the video will end. So yeah, we're pretty much happy for this video, as I can say. Depending if my vehicle crashes and it may take longer, that the video may be longer than that. Okay, I'm going 19 miles an hour slower than I'm restricted to, so I am fine for speeding. And with that, my speed rises to 60 mph, so I can go faster now. I have noticed once you get to Calais, the roads get busier as you head further down south. Once you get closer to London, the roads are completely mental. Driving around there is pretty much insane. You're having a struggle. Calais, Liverpool, Manchester, M5. So yeah, driving trucks. There's a list of jobs in the job list, and you have all different routes. You could go from Glasgow, drive all the way down to Italy, drive to Norway, or if you want you can start in Germany, make your way down to Paris. There's a large variety of routes in this map, game. Oh, well, map 2, yeah. This is Euro Truck Simulator 2. There's a Euro Truck Simulator 1 that's older than this. It came out 4 years before this game did. This game came out in 2012. The first one came out in 2008. I need to slow down at 50 again because there's construction works going on in this area. This is not really my favourite bit because it's very dodgy and yeah, you're driving at 50 mph for pure ages. I'll cut a bit of this out, be back. Hey, we're back. We're almost at the end of this construction site. Okay, that's us outside the construction zone, so we can go faster now. So about 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, it gets dark. Then it becomes nighttime. Well, obviously. Don't know, I thought it might become daytime. Nah, nighttime. Yes. Very obviously nighttime. Once it does become nighttime, you are required to put your lights on. Often I don't, but you should when you're driving through the towns and cities. Because if you don't, you get fined about 80 quid, I think. It's not too much, but still. That's a bit out of your pocket. Also, there's petrol stations where you can get your petrol tank filled up. For the lights, if I go left, that will take me to a petrol station. And I'm also able to sleep if I park my car in a parking lot, turn my truck off, I will shut the engine off, I can fall asleep. And then that saves you from getting tired later on in the journey, so it's a big save if you ask me. So I'm due to be arriving in about 11 hours and 8 minutes game time. 398 miles are remaining in this journey. Say I've got another 100 miles till I'm at Manchester. Oh dear, I nearly crashed into that car. It would have been bad news if I did. You could also see the sea and the ocean. And you could also see a cargo ship taking off, sailing across the sea. I quite like this bit. It's the only part of the journey that you're going to actually see the ocean. You might get a glimpse of the ocean around Calais and Dover, as you get a ferry around that point, or a train. Speed cameras ahead, slow down. Right. I wonder why these cars drive so slow. Like 30 mile an hour, 40 mile an hour sometimes. I guess they're that cautious of the law when it comes to speed. Where are we? Where are we? Oh, we're almost there, I'm afraid. We're almost at Manchester. We'll be going by Manchester as we're not officially stopping here. That's just where I'm going to end the video. Once we get to this station here, I will end the video. Which is pretty simple. So, as we've been driving for 4 hours now, which is pretty accurate, as it normally takes 4 hours to get from Glasgow to Manchester. Although, if you're going to buy Virgin train, you can get to London within 4.5 hours, which I've actually done in real life. It was pretty epic. But the bit between Glasgow and Calais was very hilly, lots of mountains were around us, so the train often like tilted for the like heavy turning. It was quite scary, but pretty cool at the same time. After that though, it became more flat, so it wasn't as scary afterwards. So that's just head towards Liverpool and Manchester. Straight after that is Birmingham, which we'll go by those routes in the next part. Because I could do this all in one part, but you know, watching this in 40 minutes can be boring, so it's up to you if you want to watch part 2 another time, rather than having to watch it all at once, really. Liverpool, Birmingham, Swansea, that's in Wales. if you want to go on that motorway over there, that would take you into Wales, but I can do that in another video. Wales is quite nice, but quite a lot of traffic. It's quite a pain in the ass to get around, like, honestly. Okay, that's us rolling into the petrol station in Manchester. Just to get my tank filled up and get some rest. So it's pretty straightforward really. Slow down, stop here. Press the following key to stop your engine. E. Okay. Press and hold the following key to fill the tank. Enter. You hold enter down. Your petrol goes up, obviously, or your diesel. I think that's enough. Then you stop. Start again, drive away, then there you go, that's you paid for it. Also, there's parking spaces here. Just drive into these if you want to rest. Press the following key to rest, enter. 9 hours pass each time you rest, but you get sleep. You can see now it's night time. It's dark now and it's 10 o'clock at night. We're going to be doing the rest of the journey in the next part, but currently we're just going to do the first leg of the journey, and that's between Glasgow and Manchester. The next part we'll be doing it from here, which is Manchester, and go down to Calais and the rest. So yeah, we'll see you in the next part. Take care.